Annoying, isn't it? I know. Seems like everywhere you go these days, whether it be a restaurant, a barbecue, a friend's house, heck, even a movie theater, all the teenagers, all the kids in there are noses in a media device. Now, it seems like this whole social networking thing is turning more into an anti-social networking. Now, how do we stop it? How do we get these kids' noses out of the media devices? How do we get the teenagers out of the smartphones? Well, I'll tell you, it starts with us. It starts with me, starts with you, starts with all of us parents. Now, I'm here to tell you about 3 things to get those kids' noses out of those smartphones. First, what is a media device? Lots of people don't even know that. Second, what are the harms that we are causing our children with extensive use to smartphones or media devices? Third, what else to do besides play with a media device? Now, what is a media device, you ask? Well, basically, it's anything with a screen. It could be a laptop, it could be an iPad, it can be a tablet, it can be an iPhone. No matter what it is, if it has a screen, it is a media device. Now, I know some things like leapfrogs and iPhones and iPads have special educational apps, but still can harm your children with excessive use. Well, now that I've told you a little bit about what a media device is, let's go into what are the harms that we are causing our children by letting them excessively use media devices. A CNN article, "Is the Internet Hurting Our Children?" states that heavy use severely impacts social, emotional, and cognitive development. And later on in the article, it keeps going on and lists many other things. Many things like limited attention spans, lower comprehension, poor focus, long-term memory deficiency, the greater risk of depression. The list just goes on and on and on. Now, these things are pretty bad about the kids. Now, the study hasn't been on too long because, heck, media devices haven't been around that really much longer. But now, as we keep seeing them, we see them in almost every kid's hands, we see them in every teenager's hands, we're starting to see that slower progression in their minds. Oh, now that I've told you a little bit about what a media device is, and I've told you about the harms and the effects that it causes when we let our kids actively and always use cell phones or media devices, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what to do besides playing on a smartphone. There are thousands of things to do. I mean, heck, there's board games, there's card games, there's get outside, get dirty, play baseball, pick up hobbies. The list is a lot longer than the list of media devices, I promise you. Lots of kids these days just need to sit down and talk to you. Anything like that. Whether it be talking to each other, playing the board games, playing outside, all of these will bring you together as a family and teach them more social skills. Now trust me, I'm a parent of 2, and I don't use cell phones for everything. But you got to get these cell phones out of your kids. It's going to ruin their minds. Well, now that I've told you a little bit about media devices and smartphones and all the bad stuff, let's take a look back at what we learned today. We talked about what a media device is. We talked about the harms that we as parents are causing your children by excessively using smartphones. And we've given you a couple ideas in the future to do without the use of media devices. Now, I know a little smartphone use here and there is okay, but too much smartphone use is bad. We cannot rely solely on media devices. We have to get these children out there. These children are our future. They are our future leaders, and we can't have their brains deficient because of the use of these media devices. So go. Get outside. Get dirty. You could do this as a parent. Take that thing away. Spend some time with your kids. It'll be all right. Man, parents these days.